Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a little bit. I'm going to be doing something that I've been wanting to do a little bit for some time now, and that's been to go over a few super sets that I've had for a little bit of time now. So pretty much a little bit of this showing how finding some older kits might finding some multi-set kits can actually be really good if you're looking for a specific model and how you can actually get a good value. So these kits here that I'm going to show you about from the late 80s, early 90s. Got them found a collector a couple hours from me who's got a bunch of stuff. Been going back and forth that I've been going back and through for to get some stuff. So first kit I showed a while ago in a mail call video. The AMT Ertl show-off car hauler set featuring a 91 Chevy stepside, 57 Corvette, and display case trailer. Now I did end up opening up the packaging. So, and as I've actually been wanting to get the display case trailer for a while, the Corvette I'm not entirely sure what to do about. The truck, I do have plans for that. And then next kit afterwards we're going to be looking at is this Mpc Indycar Pace Set. Now, you might think that I'm a bit crazy if I'm going to be opening this, but the reason being is I actually have plans for. I know I have plans for this and this car, so I have one for the Camaro and the Firebird. Corvette's going to be a separate entity, but do have plans to keep these all the same color scheme and a proper setup. So pretty much going on to, so we'll focus on the super hauler set. So with this one here I paid about $150 for, which may seem like, which is probably a lot considering since this is the only time that these three kits have been offered in one bundle. So then I've also opened this as I have heard that the tires are loose in the packaging or loose in the box so that they can potentially mess up the glass. So going into it, got everything in here is still all boxed up. So see, and then also the glass pieces are also separate from everything, or they're all together in the box, very loosely placed. A few things. Then we do have the tires, which one here's got a little bit of tread cracking on it, but nothing major. On the first car, we do have the Street Machine Corvette, which does appear to be looking more like a stock Corvette, but I'm sure there's plenty of custom parts for it. Then we've got what looks to be the trailer frame and model and more of the parts for the trailer. Then to go with the trailer as well, got the glass pieces, which includes the roof and sidewalls. Now the trailer kit I've been wanting to get for a while, but haven't really had. But when I've seen it, I haven't had the urge to feel like getting it. So to have the display trailer is fairly nice to have. Then got some more of the custom parts for the Corvette with the grill, steering wheel, special tires, intake, carburetor, rear tail lights. I may go ahead and open a bunch of these packages up and then separate everything else. But for the time being, I'm going to leave these as they are for now. Then here's some parts for the Chevy truck. Got the with the grill with the molded in headlights and turn signals. Then got front and rear bumper. 2 sets of tires actually. One with the beaded, one with the more stock looking kits or stock looking tires. Then got some deep dish hole style aluminum wheels. Not entirely sure on what these are, but I'm guessing they're like maybe some exhaust port pieces. Then you got intake, then the hood scoop. So there's that, and then getting into here, got the rest of the truck featuring the cab and the step side short bed. Got the interior on the inside. Few loose parts hanging around, but doesn't seem like that bad. Doesn't look all that bad. Then got some more chrome. Oh yeah, and then got the chrome accessories that would go for the trailer, like got the hubcaps, two jerry cans, air compressor, hitchball, door handles, fire extinguisher, license plate, a few other goodies in here. Then something else you don't really get to see is that the kits oftentimes come with special decals. Like for the truck, it has these interesting colored stripes to go on it, which I'm not going to really be using. Then along with some license plates, warning labels. And then on the Corvette, you pretty much just get license plates and some special pinstripe work. And that's pretty much it. Then got your then you got your instruction manuals. Then do have the rest of the tires here. Another loose part here, we have the wind reflector off the Chevy truck. So afterwards, I'm definitely going to be bagging up some of these parts. Then tail lights for the truck. Then here we got a whole bunch of tires that are loosely around. So got these Firestone. What are these? Firestone Supremes. Got 4 of those to go with the trailer. Nothing really fancy there. You can pretty much find these on a bunch of your 50s cars and trucks. So there's that. And then what we've also got in here is we got about almost 3 complete sets of tires, as we got some wide Goodyear tires, of course, with different tread patterns. I assumed one's for the truck and then the other one's for the Corvette. Fairly nicely detailed on those. Then do have some slightly narrower tires as the sport tires. Also some Goodyears. Then we got your standard tire widths. Of course, you got a few of these. What I'm guessing would be your full set, and then plus your spares. Of course, you're gonna end up having extra tires afterwards, depending if you want to go for full wides on the front and back, narrows on the front, and narrows on the front, wide on the back. So there's quite a few. So there's quite a lot that can be done with that. So I'll pretty much just clean everything up here, and then move on over to the pace car kits. So I got that all cleaned up. Now going on to the pace car set. This one here, I'm going to be doing opening up on here. Now a lot of these kits here actually, they're actually not as rare as you may think they may be. If anything, they're actually a lot more, they're more scarce than rare. Like, you can find them fairly easily on eBay every once in a while, or from time to time in a collection, as for what I find. But main thing that's wanted me to open this is because the box is starting to get fairly crushed in. I do have a feeling, it may not be the case, but there is potential that the cars inside might get squished. Plus, being convertibles, or in the Pontiac being a T-top, there's a chance stuff might get squished and kind of warped. So, okay, so looking at it, everything seems to be see, this is something I was a little bit concerned about on the Corvette here. The windshield pillars pretty well squished down. So that's going to need a bunch of fixing on that. But looking on the other kits, the Camaro seems to be fine. Then similar with the Pontiac. That's something I wasn't expecting. So apparently on this is a completely different version. This is a different version than the 77 Firebird, as this one's got a molded in T-top instead of just inserts. And then there's a fair bit of flashing here and there. Nothing that can be cleaned up. Then got the Firebird hood. Got all that. Looking at a bit more. So far, everything seems to be fine, minus the Corvette. So there's a bit of creasing on the Corvette. So might need to warm up the plastic, get it back into shape. So that's a bit unfortunate, but I guess that's what you get when you buy a fairly old kit that's still factory sealed. Then we got, I don't know if it's, okay, I'm thinking this is supposed to be like that. How this is the window, this I'm thinking is the window for the Camaro. How usually it would be two pieces together for the front and back, but being separate for the Camaro being a convertible, that's to be expected, I suppose. Then got here a huge tire collection. See if we can get all these together. Pieces set together. See what there is. Yeah, there's one of the sets, which I'm thinking may be some. What are these? Yeah, Goodyear Polyglass GTs. These here seem like they would be for the 69 Camaro. And then some BF Goodrich, which might be for the Corvette. Then finally we have so we have two sets of the BF Goodrich. So one set's would be for the Firebird, and the other one I assume for the Corvette. So that's little bit something there. And with this kit here, does come with some paints, which I'm willing to bet that they're pretty dried up by now. See if I can get these even opened. I'm not going to bother with those for now. Then got a few parts here, like got the Corvette wheels, Corvette turbines that are loose. Then glass for what I think goes to this is the glass that would go to the Corvette, which is useful that this isn't scuffed up too badly, as I would probably still be able to fix the windshield. Then I got the instructions. Got the instructions here for the Camaro. Here's the one for the 80 Turbo Trans Am. And then we've also got the Corvette. Fairly straightforward stuff on the instructions from this era. Now this is interesting. This one here does come with some hobby hints on tips on to build models, which is interesting to see. Might show. Let me just open this up, do a quick look. If you want, you can pause this. If you want, you can pause it, read through it, see what it's saying. So, not really sure. Doesn't really have that much significance, but to me, it's an interesting thing to have. Then got what looks to be the front rear window combo for the Firebird. So, of course, that's one piece, a little bit scuffed up, but might be able to polish that out. A little bit of rub mark. Not too overly concerned. And then we got the decals here for the Turbo Firebird. It's nice to see that the striping's all done, as it makes everything easier to paint, as it just need to do the one solid color. Then color in a few areas here and there. So there's that, and then got the stripes for the Camaro, which on the one it's pretty scuffed up, but I'm sure after it's being applied onto the vehicle, it's not going to be that noticeable, I don't think. So there's that one. Then last of the decals. Oh, this is an interesting one. Got the signs for the Corvette. Plus, something that I definitely wasn't expecting to see was the for sale signs and Corvette Club, and seeing all these extra stripes. These I weren't expecting to see at all. So I know for the for sale signs, definitely gonna be nice to have, as you don't really see that all that often, having a for sale sign in a model kit decal sheet. Then, going back to a little bit to the parts, got the front fascia, front and rear bumper, then 2 sets of tires with the standard GM rally wheels, and then with some upgraded 6-lug wheels, 6-lug 10-dot hole rims, then with some more specialty parts on it, which cross injection, that's pretty unique. And then finishing up on the chrome parts, do have parts for the Firebird, including the laced wheels, which are actually kind of cool looking. Then got a pretty empty parts tray of side exit exhausts. Then a few small buttons or pieces down below here. Not sure what those would be for. And then got your mirrors. So then also got your elastic band, which surprisingly enough hasn't gone to full brittleness. So I guess that's a little bit of a bonus. This one here, a little bit more on the wonky side, but overall fairly stretchy. And then we have a few other things like sanding sticks, which is always nice to have. Do have proper sandpaper, so having a sanding stick is also nice to have. And then got some fairly sizable paintbrushes included, which you don't actually see that anymore. Which are made in Taiwan, which is definitely interesting to see with different stuff being supplied. And then here's some more of the Pontiac parts. Got the front grille inserts, exhaust. I'm thinking what might be turn signals. Then a combination of both turbines and star-shaped 5-spoke wheels. Definitely unique looking. So you're definitely going to get a bunch of extra parts with these. Then blueprinter guide. So also got tail lights, which these would be the Corvette tail lights. So definitely very cool. So there we have it. So pretty much, let me just get a bunch of this stuff together properly. So this will pretty much, so there's a look at the IndyCar pack. Bunch of cool stuff and bunch of extra parts thrown in. So of course, it's unfortunate of what happened with the Corvette, but as it's just a Corvette, it's not too overly concerning about it, as it seems like it's going to be an easy fix. And then I can just go back at it again. I have a feeling just go at it again, clean up some of the mess. Make each of these kits look fairly presentable. So yeah. So definitely going to be putting a bunch of this stuff back, getting some of this stuff put into baggies. So a little bit to let you know, if you do have some of these older 3-pack kits, if the boxes do get squished, you may want to take a look at it, especially if you have a convertible vehicle, such as the Camaro and Corvette, so the windshield frame doesn't get absolutely destroyed. But other than that, you do get a pretty nice value out of these kits, despite being about 25, 30, 35 years old. So really, really, if anything, say if you find, like for instance, this IndyCar kit cost me about the guy was selling it for 135, got it for 115. So if anything, about like 35, say for like almost $40 a kit. That's about average on what I've paid at hobby stores. So to get three vehicles plus some extra parts all at one time, I find that to be a really good value. Plus, if anything, there's some kits you may not be able to find. As the Camaro, I don't think you can. I know there's the I think you can get a hardtop version, but not the convertible. The Corvette, I don't know about. I don't think you can get the Corvette nowadays. But with the Firebird, there is the 70. Of course, with the Firebird, there's the 77 version as well as the 79 version, which I feel like is essentially the same kit. But of course, haven't actually built up any of these yet, so it'll be a fun task to see how everything goes together, whether it's on a video or as a side project. Pretty much gonna have to wait and find out. So if anything, that'll be a little bit more of a show and tell, really, of some older kits. So I think, yeah, so that'll pretty much be it for this video, and till next time, see you later.